The search and rescue mission to trace the two missing boys who were swept away by floods along the Selati River in Limpopo is underway. The two teenagers, aged 15 and 17, vanished in the flooded river last night. Another teenager was able to swim to safety. For more on this, we cross to our reporter Katlego Nyoni in Phalaborwa. Good afternoon, Katlego. Very disturbing story. We understand that the search does indeed continue. Share with us the latest. Katlego, I don't know if you can hear me. Perhaps it's a bit delayed.
I can hear you, yes, certainly. We are now on the edge of the Selati River. This is, of course, in Phalaborwa. This river is quite large, and this is where we understand that search and rescue efforts to try and locate the two teenage boys, Selati Shai as well as Tsepo Shai, who then were swept away by the harsh currents. This was, of course, yesterday in the afternoon at this particular river. We understand that the two teenagers were swimming in this river, and there is a makeshift bridge as well that they used, community members here used, to cross over to the other side. So the children were playing along this river when they were then swept away by the harsh currents. So this happened yesterday, and this morning rescue workers came into the village, into Mashishimale, because this river intersects through the village, to try and find the kids. But however, that search and rescue has since been suspended for now. We understand that community members say that the divers informed them that due to the level of the water at the Selati River, they are not able to continue with the search. And yesterday as well, it was raining in Phalaborwa, so the search yesterday, when the rescue workers came to this area, they were unable to then conduct the search. But the two boys that were swept away, that are still considered missing at the moment, were not alone. They were joined by another young man who was also in the river trying to rescue them at the time of the incident. His name is Selati Shai, also related to the other young man, and they share the same name, Selati Shai, who also died. I'm going to find out from him so he can explain to us what exactly transpired. Selati, ke lebogela nako ya gago re kole ditaba tse botlhoko tsa ditsala tsa gago le cousin ya gago. O ka re tlhalosetsa gore go diragetseng maabane?
Maabane re le mo maabane re mo nokeng mo re tile go bona metsi. Ba bangwe ba ka kwa tshubi nna re dula ka mosimane re divide ke metsi ao a thibile mo boareng.
Go lo lebelele nna Selati.
Beleni batho ba ka kwa ba tshubi ba tsena ka kwa metsi ba itho mo feta kwa le bridge-ing a palela go tshwara di khonjela kwa le bridge-ing a thelela ba thiwa ba itho ba feta ba ema go ongo go tase go ka ifle marano ka ona le memeto engwe ba khonto e mana bua ampitsa re ke teke mothusi mo ke ya kwa ke re mo estate or ke fite ka bona ke kwile le ena wa cousin ya ka morao le ena a re wata o ronyo go ba thusa batho ba le ba tsete ka kwa metsi mo estate or ke fite kwa ba emile ona ba tsamaya a re doane gore metsi a wa rasa ba tsamaya ba thoela tase ba feta yo lo mongwe after kwa le tapene a sinka a phinya a bontšha re fitile ka yo mongwe wa tela ka le side. Then nna ka fita ka tswela ka nte yo lo mongwe wa cousin ya ka a feta kwa letapenela a phinya. Then ka re ke a ke dreama ke nyaka mo ke ra ka kwa pela khumalora I didn't make it a ke tse go phinje o ba o putile le metsi na.
Ene metsi da fitla kae?
Metsi aba ke be ke sa ata fast mara ona lengwe ke ata fast.
Ndelele ko site ngela kantle.
Re putile morago ka taso.
Selati Shai. This is the young man who was with the two boys that were swept away by the harsh currents of the Selati River, and he's explaining that he was attempting to try and rescue them. However, he was unable to, as the boys immediately vanished and were swept away and pulled away by the strong currents of the Selati River. The search and rescue effort to try and locate them for now is suspended. We understand that rescue workers are in the area but have not yet ventured into other parts along the river to try and find the missing boys. Back to you.
Katlego, before I let you go, just clarity again. You indicated that the teenagers were playing in the river. Now, if that in fact is the case, it would be somewhat disheartening because there have been messages that have been sent, alerts, and you'd have either the public broadcaster, radio, everywhere. It's been indicated that at least people need to take shelter. Right now, the terrain is not good enough. So has the message not filtered down to perhaps the adults of these young children that perhaps they wouldn't need to play closer to a river because most of the rivers would be full at this point? Did that message not trickle down and parents communicate?
And that's quite a very important message, perhaps when with areas that may have, in areas like where we are in Mashishimane, perhaps maybe that message does not really filter through, because authorities do continue urging community members and parents to make sure that kids do not swim in these rivers as well as the streams. From day one when these incidents began, we've been hearing that message from authorities. So certainly we'll also try and push to encourage community members to refrain from venturing into the deep waters. Back to you in the studio.
All right. Katlego, thank you very much for your indulgence there. That's SABC News reporter Katlego Nyoni out in Phalaborwa, bringing us the very latest that the search and rescue operation for the 2 missing teenagers has for now been suspended but will resume soon.